believe life is one big venue, and you have choices as to where you sit in this venue of life. You were either stuck in the balcony, meandering around in general admission, or you're in the front row. And that to me is where life is lived. When you're in the front row of your life, you are engaged. You love what you do. You love who you're doing it with. You are present. You are in the moment. You are valued. You feel valued. That's what being in the front row is.
You have a clean slate. The world is your oyster. And you're about to write out your goals. You must be what before you even start? Motivated, great answer. Disciplined, positive, I love that word. Breathing, that is a prerequisite. Organized, happy, open, clear, willing. These are great. I'm so happy what you're not saying. Realistic, honest. If you only write down things that you think are realistic or honestly that you think you can do, you will limit yourself to only what you've done in the past. Do you want to know what the top 4 New Year's resolutions are? Lose weight, exercise more, stop drinking. No.
So we're sharing a cab going to the resort, and he said, well, so what brings you to Orlando? I said, well, I'm going to speak at this really big women's conference. He's like, I love big women. No, it's a really large women's conference. He's like, I love them large, baby. From the moment that the meeting planner chooses me to keynote their conference, I want to know as much as I can about that audience. I want to find out what their challenges are, what their pain points are, and then I can weave my message in such a way that it's going to resonate with that audience. Imagine how your life would accelerate if you were living your life in the front row all the time. Imagine how your business would accelerate if you were providing front row service to your customers all the time.
Who we are today is impacted so much by the people we choose to sit with and where we choose to sit. High performers do things a little bit differently in terms of the energy they put behind where they sit. High performers find out who has what they want and they approach them and say, hey, how'd you do it? What's your secret sauce to success? What advice do you have for someone like me who one day wants to be in a position like you? Don't sit back and complain about what you don't have. Get out of the seat that you're in and find a way to take action on your goal.
She's famous as the author of 4 books, and she is infamous as a volunteer in her community. In her high school, there were 2 awards given for the most inspiring senior. She won them both. Would you please show some love for the one and only, the front row girl, CPAE Marilyn Sherman.
I thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved her. It was terrific.
Phenomenal job of connecting with our audience. She made everybody feel like she was talking to them and had something to say to them, and our audience loved it.
We've just completed one of our general sessions where Marilyn Sherman spoke, and it was fabulous. I had high expectations, and quite frankly, she exceeded them. It's engaging, energetic, she's certainly knowledgeable on the topics, and a lot of our participants were really very happy with the result we got and walking out motivated and happy and ready to go back to their workforce and build their businesses.
We just hired Marilyn Sherman. She knocked it out of the park. She makes us look good because people have been coming up thanking me and others who were associated with the conference for bringing her in. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about hiring Marilyn to be your speaker, put her at the very beginning or at the very end, and she'll really make you guys happy that you hired her.
Marilyn is amazing. She just embodies what LVI is all about. It's all about change, and she just gave us the ammunition and the reinforcement on how we can deal with change. It was just so on point and so appropriate for what this meeting is all about.
I love her. She just has such great energy, and I feel like she gets everybody motivated, and it was super fun.
She's awesome. I saw her last year, I loved her. Saw her this year, I loved her. She's full of energy and bubbly, and she does a great job of making you look at yourself and how you can react. She's just amazing. I love her.
Never underestimate the power of acknowledgement. Let people know they've made a difference for you in their life. Let people know how much you appreciate them and that you want to thank them for what they've done for you. Let people know that they've inspired you. The power of acknowledgement can change lives.
Today is about taking time for you to sharpen yourself with learning new skills, getting out of your comfort zone, meeting new people, establishing good, healthy relationships, collaborating, cooperating, creating to be a better version of you. to hear the success stories of the people in the audiences who come up to me and say, I went after the position I deserved, I asked for what I wanted, I didn't think I was ready, and I did it. And now I'm sitting in my front row seat. That's the best. I love that.
Front row is bringing your best self to work every single day. The best version of you.
Can you imagine if we just had more joy and dignity in our life, right? You have to take some sort of action. Yes, there's risk, but boy, is there a reward when you take action.
My name is Marilyn Sherman, and it would be an honor to keynote your event.